Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Right, so I went to start on F2 and I came back early so I could do it. Anyway, you want me to read on Reform? I thought, what's going on there? I've just checked my phone, it's Habib. Ha! It's getting done. I know you like him, I know you like him, or some of you do. I've always said he's a whinging git, and I have, I'm sorry, you know. So let's have a look. I mean, I don't wish no harm on the guy, but I can always spot on me. Let's have a look then. What do you want me to read on then? Oh no, it's you guys, it's because of you guys. Universe, was you telling me to please my audience? Save your energy, don't get involved. Well, I think that's a lesson to us all, don't you? So apparently he's been sued. I'll read on it, I'll do a quick read anyway, despite what they say. I asked if I'm blocked or anything and they said no, so... And I wouldn't take no notice anyway, would I, Universe? That's it, crack on girl, do your work. They don't like it when I ask them, you know, to approve of stuff all the time, because they say, like, you know, it's like being a young child, you know, you've been doing this for a lifetime, why do you keep asking us, stop asking us for reassurance? Okay then, so how does Ben Habib feel about being sued over this donation thing? I mean, it could go two ways, okay? It could go where Ben has to settle and make an apology, or it could be useful and expose Farage. Let's have a look. I know which one I'm hoping for. How's Ben feeling about Nigel Farage's 5 million donator? I think he's a billionaire, so he's got nothing to lose, has he? How's Ben feeling? Carrying on as usual, you know, home, office, work. So I think he works from home. Doesn't look upset to me. Does he know yet? Because you know what? They normally would just put it out there, wouldn't they? Yeah? They'd put it out there. And he'd be the last to know. Does he know? I'd definitely say he knows. Reckless, impairment, you know, wrong judgment, got carried away, maybe. You know, he has feelings. I think what we should be asking, and the most important question is, was Ben Habib telling the truth? Hangman, two are the same. Maybe, you know, I thought that he was saying it about a different person, not the 5 million, a different one. I think somebody tried warning Ben, and Ben's just gone with his feelings. He does go with his feelings, doesn't he? He's very emotional. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a wrong thing, but he is emotional. So I'm getting two of the same, refuses, you know, what they say. Is he telling the truth? So it's like when you have a conversation with somebody and they say something and then there's a bit of context around it. He's taken what he wanted to hear, you know, what suits him. And that's why he's repeated it. What will happen? I'm getting a lot of praise here, a lot of praise. Confirmation, attention. Is that for Ben? Money wanted. Is Farage a millionaire? I mean, before this money, was he a millionaire, do you know? I'm getting two of the same. I kind of feel like two millionaires. Money wanted. I kind of get something's not right. So maybe that seven of wands was like, it won't go to court. Will it go to court? No, because the reform have got stuff to hide as well. Lack the ability. I think the case is weak, and I'm not even sure Ben was saying about that guy. Well, I saw that interview because I thought, oh God, oh God. It's different being a psychic or, you know, 2-bit channel saying things, but, you know, Ben did play it out, and I do feel like it's two of the same. Oh, okay. So we got two times about money. Two different people. Is that right? Have we got two different people? Well, actually, there's three. Like a little love triangle. I'm sure on a day to ask either the last couple I've done, we've got about Farage coming a cropper. I don't believe he was talking about the 5 million. I'm getting it that it was before. So why is this, I don't know what his name is, but we'll say, I don't know if he's called Christopher. What is he saying? Why is he taking action? How does he see things? He's going to have to change his mind, isn't he? Broken plans and all that. Things not working out their way. I don't think it's in Ben's nature, even though, like, he's ruled by his emotions and everything, and you know, he is upset about Rupert, okay, Rupert. But that's also the sewing card. He brought it up, but he was actually informing us about something else. So you've got two of the same. Well, I've got people, all three of them will suffer at the end of this, you know. That's what I said. Oh, I can't remember what it was on. I only watched a bit of it, but I kind of went in right at the best time. So it must have been, I don't know, maybe it was live or something. But when I went in, he said, "You're welcome to sue me, Nigel." How's Nigel feeling? Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Somebody else fighting his battles, you know, somebody else with money backing him up. Because the suing case is not just about, you know, the end result and achieving, you know, money. It's about trying to force the other person to back down on what they're saying. So, and he's loving it, you know, this is the attention he wants and craves. Nigel's a performer. What does Robert Lowe feel about this? It's not a waste of time, is it? I don't know, I think he's upset for Ben. Is he upset for Ben? Does he feel bad for Ben? Yes, he does. Because despite, you know, everything, both men were friends. Maybe he's going to give him some advice, you know, and how to take things forward. Get control of it, you know, before all this gets out of hand. What would be Rupert Lowe's advice to Ben? Find out what happened, you know, find out what happened, what really went down. I don't see Ben as a liar. There's nothing in here to say that he's lied, okay? But the fact is, if you're hearing things from, you know, the third wheel or, you know, someone else as well, it's like when you repeat it, and I mean, we could all be sued. Well, I could be sued anytime, you know, loads of times. Good luck with that. I haven't got anything. I beat the reset. I am the bloody reset. What is it? Have nothing, be happy. Okay, that's my song. Yeah, find out what's happened and, you know. Okay, so what would a solicitor advise Ben Habib to do? So there's a woman here. This woman's a caring woman. She knows what to do. She cares deeply about Ben. But I kind of feel it's one of them, you know. So like when you have a person, maybe, you know, in the work sense, and you know them and you always say hi, and you have a little bit of a chat, but nothing too much. It's like I feel somebody will come to Ben's aid. Is someone going to come to Ben's aid? He's telling the truth. He really is telling the truth. And I'm pleased, really, you know. I am pleased. Ben hurts very easily, you know. It's probably because he's a kind person and, you know, he wants to make things all right. I've never seen him as evil or demonic, you know, but I felt in the past when he said things, ooh, I've like cringed. And many people watch my show and they cringe too, sometimes as well with the things I come out with. He's telling the truth. She'll speak up for him. Why's this guy? Can't get on my phone. Why? So let's call him Christopher. I think it's Christopher, but anyway. Why is this billionaire taking action against Ben Habib? Reputation. I clearly heard Ben say, so me. This may piss people off, but what is the true nature of Farage? Do not trust. Do not trust. Do not trust. He's in with some bad people, okay? Do not trust. Do you know when you try and warn somebody about somebody else, but you really can't go into detail, and you just say, do you know what, if I was you, I'd take a back seat? I kind of feel like that's going on. What kind of character is he? Well, just look at him. He's cold hearted. He ain't bothered as long as he's getting what he wants. So, can Ben prove what he's saying is true? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He can get another man as well, you know, as a witness. Well, this could drag in all sorts of politicians. I told you, Reform implode as well. Does Ben have the evidence? He does. You know, he's not telling lies at all. You know, I don't believe he is telling lies. You can expose them. We've got broken plans there. So was this part of Ben's plan? No, he was expressing his, he was pissed off on that day, so he was letting it all out. Is Nigel Farage in for any surprises? Unpleasant ones? Yeah, we've opened up a can of worms here, guys, okay? He's going to be shouting his mouth off and everything. You know, somebody's suing him. Why ain't Nigel suing him? Why? Yeah, actually, why don't we ask why isn't Nigel suing Ben? Unpredictable, breaks promises. Is the King of Wands reversed? Is that Ben Habib? No. This is, I keep getting taxes, 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 tax breaks. Is Nigel Farage in trouble with tax breaks? Tax. This kind of situation, you know, could bring Nigel down. Another example, really, of people telling others to do something and they don't do it themselves because they think they're special. Is this going to damage Reform? Delays make you suspicious. So people are going to become suspicious because they think, well, hang on a minute, you didn't declare it at the time. You didn't declare it at the time. If you had nothing to hide, why didn't you? So I'm assuming that people can get into trouble. And what they're saying is it's for security. It was a personal donation. 5 million is a lot, isn't it? For a personal loan. Okay, let's have a look. Outcome, please, for Reform. I just had that. again being questioned. It'll get referred the sum of the money. It's the second money he's on about. So I don't know why this billionaire's getting his knickers in a twist. Why's the billionaire getting his knickers in a twist? For more money, not for the billionaire, to give to reform as well. Not reform, maybe. Nigel, does he have a wife? Mrs. Farage, I don't know. I do see a partnership there. Again, it just looks suspicious. Will this end up going to parliamentary questioning? Two different amounts. So the first one, like this one, you say, oh yeah, well, we'll accept it. But this other one that's going to come up, you can't. They've turned the other cheek, turned the other way. He won't get away with this other one. There's another set of money somewhere coming. Did Nigel do anything wrong? It's funny how we didn't hear about his arson attempt, isn't it? You'd have thought with Starmer removing his protection that he'd have said something sooner. What kind of person is he? Same as the rest of him, you can't trust him. That King of Swords is one of the worst people you can ever come across. Did Nigel do something wrong? Accepting money. It's not this one, it's not his security one. Notice again how nobody was really shouting it from the rooftops. Or it could be donations to the party. I don't know. I've got Nigel untrustworthy, you know. Everybody knows that I think Ben Habib is a whinging git, and I get sick of him moaning. Moaning private to your mates, not to, like, you know, come across whiny, but in this case I have to say that it's looking like Ben is telling the truth. Just because somebody whines and complains, it doesn't mean to say that they lack integrity. And I definitely feel, you know, Ben does have integrity. I think he's absolutely shit scared and interpreted it wrongly about sending people back who have been here for years and coming the legal way. And that's when he keeps harping on about that. Now, because he brings it up, you know, it is obviously something that he's scared of. But we're not asking for that, we're just asking for illegals to go, you know. Get that over and done with first. Ben does deserve to be in our country, he's done everything properly, you know, he contributes. Look, even if you don't contribute, you might be disabled or something, or you might be a caregiver, or there could be any other reasons, but if you've come over here illegally, then you go back. If you're here legally, then that shouldn't be a worry. And I think what's happened is, especially where Restore are concerned, maybe that hasn't been emphasised enough, because I remember recently I did a reading for somebody and she asked me, would she be safe, you know, would she be forced to leave the UK? And I kind of put something like, well, no, everything's okay, you're set up quite well. Yeah, it's not going to affect her, and it wouldn't affect Ben neither. Why is he worried though about being, you know, why does he think like he would be included in this? Look, he feels very angry about it. He does feel angry. There's no way you're going, Ben. You don't have to worry, you're staying. And a lot of people respect him I like him as well. I know you think, oh, she don't, but I do. I like his words and everything. But I'm just one of these, you know, once you start complaining about your counterparts or your opposition in the way that is done, then I kind of, you lose my interest, to be fair. While you're whinging about somebody else, you're not doing your job. I think he'll be alright, actually, I do. I think things are going that fast as well with Restore, and he sees success and victory. You can't help but feel angry as well. If Nigel did that to me, like in the party, you know, treating me badly and everything, wanting dominance, I wouldn't like him. If Ben Habib was whining about me as well, I wouldn't like him. I think the success has come very quickly, and maybe Ben is struggling because obviously he does feel that his party is maybe not gonna succeed, that it, you know, there's no way it can compete. I mean, everybody wanted Rupert Law restored, restore, sorry. I don't know, it's like Ben's expectations of that relationship was not realistic. You know, he was more invested in it. He probably went out of his way, said nice things, did nice things, you know. But if you remember, when it came to the donations for the grooming gang investigation, he just let his feelings, you know, go over the top. Now, we all have done that, I'm sure. I've probably done it a million times in the past, so I can't really blame him, but he's been given the advice to pipe down, and he won't. So we know about what kind of character person is Ben Habib. He's looking forward to this. I tell you, he's not going to take this lying down at all. You know, he's got evidence, he's got everything he needs to succeed. August, I'm getting August again. I got August for something else before, but I'm getting August, and I'm getting great news as well. So what will happen to the billionaire then? He'll be happy. He'll be happy. He just wants some kind of an apology. That's an apology, that. I'm sorry. Will Ben have to apologise? He'll refuse. Broken plans, something in writing, not seen in the dark. Ben Habib is telling the truth. And if he's telling the truth, he's got evidence. And a woman will come out in support of Ben as well. This could actually be good for Ben in a very odd way. Could this have a good outcome for Ben? Absolutely. He's got everything he needs at his disposal as well. You know, Nigel might have his team, but the government and the team, you know, there'll be a lot of people in line to support Ben. So I think this goes well for Ben, despite what you hear or see. You know, Nigel will be out there thinking and telling everybody and, you know, going on about him. Saying it's a success and, you know, well, it's not true, you can't say things like that and we'll do it. So I don't see it going good for Nigel at all. And it's something to do with two separate occasions. And suspicion, you know, why didn't you tell us at first? I'm sorry to say, okay, to Reform fans, Nigel is playing us. Is Nigel, you know, getting paid for favours? This is gonna be Pete Tongue for Nigel, I can tell you. It's going to make it very difficult in the future where money's concerned to receive. Harder to move on, you know. Yeah, why didn't he tell us straight away? Wanted to keep it trapped in the past. Didn't want people to know, really. It's something you would say casually. I can't imagine being with any of my friends or colleagues and saying, oh, somebody just give us 5 million. Oh, but it's for security. It's nothing to do with the fact that I'm planning to be Prime Minister in a couple of years. So we're getting that this billionaire would be happy. We're also getting a happy outcome for Ben. And then I asked, is this deliberate? Is it like some kind of plan? And I got yes. And then you've got the magician. Well, that's always a think tank. Is there a mastermind behind this somehow? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The baddies in the background. Expose, expose, expose. Well, as you well know, Ben Habib can get a bit obsessive and go over things and keep insisting, so give it a go. I keep saying give it a go. Okay, outcome please, final outcome for final outcome for Ben Habib. A lot of stress, unhappy as well. Do you know what, I don't feel sorry for him really. It's by his own hand, but you know, the party advance, the falling out with others, the loss of direction, not knowing, you know, where he feels, how he feels. But do you know what, I'm thinking, you know, maybe Ben is like a bit depressed as well, you know, feeling low because of Rupert Lowe. Not like it's Rupert's fault, it's always interpreting it. Okay. But he did, I keep getting, he did say, if you think this is not true, sue me. But he wasn't on about the 5 million, he was on about Farage getting paid another time. What is the truth about the other time? I don't know if somebody's, I'm getting a home here, a home. Nigel's home. No, maybe he made investments in a house. What does the billionaire want in exchange with Nigel? Anyway, I'm getting this guy into too bad, okay? Isn't too bad. I'm getting discontentment and effort. So, I don't know, maybe he was going to bankroll, you know, reform to success. Don't like the government. But I think the Friends as well. I don't think the Friends. So we got outcome for Ben was misery. What's outcome for Nigel? It's not good either. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if this is part of a ploy. Because Nigel is going to feel like he's got everything thrown at him. He could be ousted from his own party. The people, hidden people, do they want to get rid of Nigel from reform? No, it's just the fact that he's made false claims about where and why he's received monies. So did this guy buy him a house? And then you'll say, oh yeah, but he had arsonists attack it. Well, wouldn't you think that Keir Starmer and the arson attacks there and Farage, is Farage, right, all the time you get that King of Swords with Epstein and Putin. What was I asking there? Whatever I was asking, let's have a look. Secrets to be revealed. So yeah, about his house. Did he buy him a house? I think Nigel's in a lot of trouble. Do you know what, why can't they all behave? And you know, why can't they all behave? You've got people to save. We're suffering. And there you are with your selfish acts and your greedy motives. Putting yourself first and not these people. Oh, I've just got 2 cars there while I was ranting. Oh dear. Calculated as well. Not everything is above board as well. Oh dear. I was going to say, where does that leave us then? How will this impact us? Freaking devil card again. Angry. We'll be angry. This does not finish now. It's not out of control, it's wanted. Right, so is I'll use a different deck. Is Farage in with the Russians? Of Queen of Wands. Russian billionaires. It's done for. It's done for. Starmer, Farage. Who else? All these people. And you think they're getting away with it? Well, they're not. Well, good on you, Ben. Good on you. And I hope all this comes out. Will it all come out? Yeah. But I kind of get it's like somebody grassing on somebody as well, or some, you know, say Starmer was exposed because he's Russian asset as well and Chinese. Say he was exposed, then something will click with us, and we'll realise Nigel's in with them as well. Which, I'm sorry, this is not what you guys want to hear. You're probably furious at me, but you know, I've always said, I've had a feeling that this is all meant to do and lead to restore, imploding. So advance gone, Labour's in the doghouse, you know, that's obliterated. You won't be getting anything there. The Green Party, well, that is a worry. Sam Balansky, there's no way he could be in with the Russians for sure. He's not bright enough. Anyway, if he'd have had 5 million, he'd have had his teeth done. I know, she says, looking at hairs, I know. Lisa White, oh my God. Get a denture, mate, you can get one on the NHS. Will this ruin reform? I told you, these plans have been in place for years, like before 2024. It'll all work out in the end. It's all this path, you know, going to restore. And everybody will be thinking, oh, that's a coincidence. There is only me saying that this is somehow a plan And I feel it's man-made, not the bloody universe. This isn't a fluke of luck. We're all being led to this one person, one party. And then even with them, I get, you know, problems. I do get problems. I get problems with all of them. And I'm not trying to be negative, but, you know, you're going to see some shit start to happen. They're all imploding. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, can you give us a message then of, you know, yeah, give us a hopeful message. What's the best we can hope for? Everything hidden will be brought out, and we'll see it, okay? People are not being realistic. If they think they can take certain kinds of money, you know, 50 grand, 100 grand, maybe even 250 grand. But millions, I don't think so. And that was a ploy, wasn't it? I bet that was a plan. Oh, ain't that funny, that, eh? I never heard about Farage moaning and going to the press saying about the arson attacks on his house. And then you've got Starmer's as well. And Starmer took his security. We never knew any of this until a few weeks ago. So the best we can hope for is everything is coming out. And it will come over time as well. Let's wait and see. Okay guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Now I can do my dare to ask. Kaz was like, I don't want to talk about that. You have to talk about this. Don't deny your subscribers this. Okay, done. Yeah, I'll have a couple of days off, so I don't know when you're going to get all these videos. There's about 4 now. Anyway guys, bye now. Bye-bye.